In our next installment of the Jason Nash's Most Toxic Relationship series, we have a video entitled Surprising Trisha with Baby Grizzly Bears, where Trisha is featured in a reoccurring David Dobrik bit that revolves around David surprising his friends with various animals. Trisha actually spoke about this situation on Frenemies during her campaign to take Jason and his friends down. Here's what she had to say about it on Frenemies.
Animals, by putting animals on top of people screaming. They put like a bear on me and I was like screaming, and then that frightens little bears. So like the little bear was like probably triggered, and I didn't know all this at the time because you're like blindfolded and there's a little bear. And
now that you heard her description, let's take a look at the video itself. The video starts with Jason informing Trisha that they're headed toward a surprise.
Okay, we're off for a surprise. It's a surprise.
Trisha points out that since it's a surprise for the vlog squad, and not just her, she's unsure of whether she'll actually like it. To which Jason mocks her self-centeredness.
It's kind of hard because if it's a surprise for everyone in the group, I feel like I'm not really in this group, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's not a surprise I would like.
If it's not all about me, then how could it be good?
True. My thoughts always.
Trisha then points out how she's actually been behaving like a team player and not as selfish as usual, and Jason praises her for it, openly admitting that she usually likes to keep Jason to herself and not share him, which falls into the category of her pattern of isolating her partners. But they both agree that she's behaving differently this trip, and both seem proud of the improvement. Unfortunately, it's not one that will last.
Okay, not to be whatever, but I'm not really a group kind of person. I don't really have a lot of friends. I don't like to hang with a lot of people. I like to have it all to myself. But I felt like I've been fitting in this trip. I feel like I've been kind of just going along with everybody.
Yeah, of course you fit in.
I don't need to be the center of attention everywhere we go.
No, you've been great. I paid you a big compliment last night. I said,
know.
how great is it that Trish hangs out with us guys?
Oh, I know, that was so sweet.
And then everybody jumped in.
Jason then teases Trisha about David not being as into her as the rest of his friend group, and Trisha takes the opportunity to claim that it's because David is secretly in love with her.
Except for David.
Because he likes me the most. That's how it is when they're young like that. They try and deny how much they love
kidding.
you.
Yeah, it's true. He's just kidding around.
And while she's joking about David's hidden feelings for her, she does have not-so-hidden feelings for him. But we'll get into that later. Trisha then expresses how much she appreciates being liked by Jason's friends, the same people she'll later claim she hated and wanted nothing to do with. So it's interesting to see how much she values their approval. And then goes on to tell Jason that as long as everyone in his life likes her, she's happy. Unfortunately for her, that won't last long either. And for good reason, as you'll see.
I like that your friends like me.
Yeah, of course. Well, who
As long as your kids like me and your friends like me, who cares if you like me?
Right.
The two then get into a conversation in the car about Jason's late-night snacking, which Jason typically is ashamed of, but is a topic that Trisha loves to discuss. During this conversation, Trisha lets Jason know that a thought that runs through her head when he leaves for any amount of time and is away from her is that she believes he needs to get away from her because he needs a moment to himself, which naturally offends her. It's important to note that she isn't kidding here, and she really is this insecure, that any moment to himself results in her believing that he doesn't like her and needs a breather. Jason tries to assure her that that isn't the case as he walks on eggshells around the conversation to ensure he doesn't say the wrong thing, before ultimately joking about how he'll start taking her everywhere with him and wake her up every time he needs to go to the bathroom so she can accompany him. They both agree that she would love that, and it's not just because she would get to be with him 24/7. They're hinting at her interest in a specific bodily fluid that turns her on. The reason we're noting that is because she'll later claim on Frenemies that she was forced to drink that specific fluid, when in reality, and in all footage seen, she's been the one to initiate all interest in doing so.
Bad person.
Oh my God, I've been recording this whole time.
Oh. You can put up as podcast the last 3 hours of our conversation. Leave that part in about you taking the Fritos. I think that was the best story of anything in Chicago. Actually, that should be our podcast. It should be called Jason's Midnight Snacking. What was Jason doing last night at midnight? What did he eat? What was he doing? Where was he? It's a new location.
That sounds like a great podcast.
I could talk 2 hours about your midnight snacking and what I find in the morning, what I hear in the middle of the night, what I'm thinking you're doing. Like when Jason brought his Fritos in to pee last night, he went to go pee, which was a short time. He had the Fritos in there, and I thought two things were going through my head. One, he just really wants to get away from me. He's like, I can't stand being next to Trisha anymore. Or two, he didn't want to wake me. He thought maybe his chewing was too loud or something. So I was like, Jason, what are you doing? I'm like, you can come eat in the bed. He's like, I'm peeing. And I'm like, why are you have Fritos while you're peeing? That seems uncomfortable and not appetizing.
Just because I need a moment away from you doesn't mean I'm sick of you.
That's why you went in there?
No, I really just had to go to the bathroom.
Well, why'd you say that then? That had nothing to do with anything.
I need a bedpan if you want.
You just thought you'd throw that in there, that you needed a moment away from me?
No,
at some point?
I needed a moment away from you because I had to go to the bathroom. That's why I needed a moment away from you. I can wake you up next time. You can come with me.
Yeah, that's what I would like you to do.
You'd love that.
I would love that.
Trisha is then informed once they arrive to a location where David is at that she'll be surprised with an animal, which is interesting to note, considering she told Ethan she had no idea it was going to be an animal because she was blindfolded. Remember, she said her reactions probably scared the animal, but she didn't know because she was blindfolded. But she knew going in there was going to be an animal there. She was told ahead of time.
Oh, is it a snake?
Trisha, come on.
Is it a snake?
Let's be a little...
I really hate this.
Be a little original. If you have to guess, what do you think it is?
God, is it like an alligator or something?
It's not a bad guess.
Is it?
Well, let's keep going. You'll find out soon enough.
Oh my God. Jason. Oh my God, Jason.
Look at that.
Jason.
Okay,
You're good, Trisha.
It's okay.
I hate this.
Trisha, we're gonna sit you on this couch, okay?
No.
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 Okay, lean back a little.
No.
Okay.
I'm right here next to you.
Trisha, now, Jason, you're gonna have to get up and not be next to her.
Okay.
What is it?
I'm gonna have you put your head here, and I'm gonna have you put your legs up that way.
Am I in danger?
If you put your hands by its mouth, you are. You're good, Trisha, you're good. Now twist like this.
David!
Trisha then asks David if he's actually the surprise and brings up doing an intimate action with him. Because of course she does. She'll never miss an opportunity to flirt with David or make any situation that the two of them are in intimate.
Is this your
No!
I feel like I'm about to suck your
No, Trisha, this isn't that kind of couch.
Our apologies to all the 25 fifth graders in here for that last remark.
David then surprises Trisha with the baby bear while Jason looks on, and in fact the entire situation was short-lived because Trisha immediately guessed once the bear was put on her that it was a bear. She actually didn't appear to be scaring the animal at all, as she barely reacted once it was placed on her and instantly guessed what it was, causing David to immediately remove her blindfold. There was no screaming, no hysterics, like you would have assumed based off of her retelling of this event on Frenemies.
I don't want to hold anything. I don't want to hold anything.
Arms to the side.
I don't want to hold anything.
Okay. We're going to slowly put it on. You're going to guess what it is.
No!
We're going to put it right on you. Be very quiet. What do you think it is just by feeling it?
A bear?
What?
A bear?
Yeah, it's a bear. That was really good.
She's clairvoyant.
It's like, it's a bear. Now get it off.
Oh my God, it's going to eat me?
No, it's a baby.
Oh, it's kind of cute. Away.
In fact, Trisha sits up and holds the bear immediately after, coddling it in her lap, and even apologizes to it for her reaction, though she actually didn't even scream like she apologizes for.
Kind of.
It's the most adorable thing ever.
Oh my God, I'm sorry I yelled at you. You're so cute.
Oh
Oh
my
my God,
God.
why'd you get a bear?
Craigslist. I'm
Really?
kidding. No.
Is he going to grow to be huge?
900 pounds.
Oh.
David then points out that Trisha is wearing clothing made out of an animal, to which Trisha acknowledges with a laugh. It's interesting how she accused David of harming these creatures by doing these surprises, yet she knowingly wears animals as fashion.
Trisha's like, this reminds me of my jacket I have.
That's what I was scared of, like it was going to be a cow or something on my leather jacket. Aww.
And even dons them on her home furniture.
Chairs, like they're literally so perfect. You can see we have our little guests right here, but you can slide them out.
They're exactly the same as the movie.
They're so cool. They have these really tall, narrow seats, and what is this for? Fur?
Right.
Okay. Should we say that?
After the surprise Trisha and Jason fawn over the baby bear, and the atmosphere appears to be pretty peaceful, unlike the horror-filled situation that Trisha described on Frenemies.
His name's Chico.
Chico?
Chico.
She's the one
Chico Jr. His daddy's name is Chico also.
You're crying.
I know.
You're starting to cry.
I thought I might eat my face, but now he's so precious.
This is what I do to Trisha. I blow right in her face.
I tried that with my wife and she slapped me.
Trisha and Jason then head to a sports game with the rest of Jason's friends, with Jason vlogging the event. Notice Trisha's criticism to Jason's opening line, because she never misses an opportunity to criticize something he's doing.
Going to the Blackhawks game.
You should have said.
None of us have any connection to the team, but...
What do you mean?
Are you? Do you?
Trisha then learns that Jason used to be more popular on Vine than he is on YouTube, to which she asks what happened, taking the opportunity to try to make her boyfriend feel bad as usual. We love a supportive girlfriend.
Really?
Hi.
You were more popular on Vine than
Yeah, I was way better at Vine than David.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
They were all more popular, except Tom.
Meanwhile, Jason takes every opportunity to check up on Trisha and ensure that she's okay.
Trish, you good? All you do is
Jason then continues to include Trisha in everything, making it a point to make her feel included. You can see that here when he makes sure that Trisha gets to see what's being shown off.
I get crazy.
What the hell?
I got cake, yeah.
I'm wearing my favorite player.
Okay, yeah.
I got key.
I got Venmo $220.
Oh, well, yeah, Trisha had to pay for it. I maxed out on my credit card, so I was like...
Trish, look at all this stuff.
Ooh, is that from here?
Look at all this.
This is so cool. I love sweets. This is so who's gonna
They have cookie dough.
This is so exciting.
Trisha is then seen bonding with one of Jason's friends who she invites out with her. You can hear her stating that Jason doesn't want to go somewhere with her, so asks his friend if he'll go instead. Clearly getting along well with his friend group. It's interesting to see how his friends treat her, and how he treats her around his friends after hearing her state on Frenemies that he ignored her for them.
I'm as a bastard, orphan, son of a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a spot in the Caribbean.
Jason even mentioned Trisha later in the vlog when she was no longer in it, proving he thought about her even when she wasn't around when he was with his friends.
Look to it.
Trisha paid us out.
Jason even begins to play Trisha's voice memos to David later on in the vlog, seemingly bragging about how loved he is by her, and claims her as his gal, clearly proud.
Played David by text messages from Trisha.
That was so much fun. Thank you so much for helping me. Thursday, I'll probably have my hair and makeup done in the morning, so maybe we could film and do my Instagram pics, and then let me know about tomorrow, too. I obviously still want to go, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it over to whatever that place is. I love you so much. I have so much fun playing with you. It's so much fun. Sorry for all the voice memos. I just really miss you. I don't want to leave.
That's sweet.
That's my gal.
Jason then ends the video by encouraging fans to listen to his podcast with David, where he states that he talks about his relationship with Trisha.
Tonight, David and I will be recording our podcast, Views. So go check it out. If you haven't listened to Views, it's a really great podcast. It's just David and I talking. We say a lot of cool stuff about, you know, the inner workings of our lives, my relationship with Trisha.
So Trisha is clearly not long forgotten once he hangs out with his friends, as she'd lead you to believe. And Trisha clearly didn't think of the animal bit as harm, considering how she went on to film more that day. If she was really concerned about the animals, why was she not concerned in that moment? Why would she willingly take part in other animal bits, which you'll see she does? And why? Oh, why? If she was so concerned about animals, would she admit to doing something like this in her own free time?
That was to put up his butt, but we never did it.
Jason brought it to put up his butt.
I can only get so many in there at a time.
Oh my god, yeah, I feel like you would like it.
How many do you have in there right now?
He bought 5 of them. He bought 5 of them. Oh, 4 of them are in his butt.
Yes.
I feel like you would like it, for real though. I've like done it, I've like shoved people things, I feel like you would actually like it. I feel like
a gerbil there?
yeah, but it's like not good to do. It's like against, like it doesn't die. It really doesn't die, but like it's against. No, for real.
Like, can't you get like an infection or something?
No, they don't die either. I've done it.